tiny things happen. Excuse me. Everything is massive for shore leave, and I could talk like that forever. I could read recipes as shore leave, and it's in a nice register too. You want to hear I'll tell you all about my voices. Billy Quizboy I can't do because I look silly doing it. Because it's a side thing, and I've seen pictures of me doing that, and I go, I don't want to see that tweeted. You know, I don't want that swapped on Flickr. They're unattractive. And I'm a man of, I wouldn't call it vanity, but I would call it very aware of his physical self and how people perceive it and how they should perceive it. So it's not quite vanity because I despise myself, but I do not want to have pictures of me going, because that's Billy. Watch, listen, I speak like this, but now look, not handsome. This is not good. This is not, and you can't not do that. It's basically my speaking voice. I'm speaking like this a little higher with a lateral lisp. That's it, and it's unattractive. Dr. Girlfriend is sexy when I do it. People should look at me when I do that. And they should look at me maybe with a sheet on their lower half. So anything can go on. I'm not going to judge. They could be knitting or going through their pockets. I don't know. Or they could be exploring places none of us would want to speak of, except for me, publicly, constantly. At the drop of a hat. And Dermot, the most hated character of the Ventureverse, next to the Moppets, which I also do. I love to do the lamentable. Dermot is just a voice that, this is true. Dermot was a voice that Jackson and I both did reading like Ain't It Cool News and stuff. Like anytime somebody was writing with this kind of like, some new Venture special, it was a 15-minute commercial for a record. Like anytime somebody's being like this douchebag, they got the Dermot voice. So when we wrote Dermot, we're like, well, that's the voice that we've been doing. And it's a voice that like everybody's Dermot had. You know, these Dermots that are at every school. Because my personal Dermot, who was not named Dermot, he was named Fichtel. Dermot came from Jackson's Dermot, and Fichtel came from my Dermot. He's an amalgamation of our Dermots. My Dermot had that voice also, and a dog that he told me only listened to commands in German. The dog's name was Blitzen, and I totally believed it. Oh, he'll kill you. Because it was like it might have been a Rottweiler, I'm not sure. It could have been like a Bichon Frise. I was a kid, I don't remember. But I was terrified of this dog and this kid, but it made him kind of cool, and he was just Dermot. Just, what a bastard. Like a failed bully. Yes. Oh, well, you've been usurped.
I have been usurped.
Guilty pleasure cartoons. No, I hate almost everything on TV. I have non-guilty pleasures, like I do love South Park. I think it's brilliant. I have the fondest recollections of Doug. Rocko's Modern Life. Which, it's just pretty. It's a beautiful, it makes me so happy. And Ren and Stimpy. Everything else I hate. I think there might be some cartoons that I thought I would like when I was a little kid, but I didn't. Like when I was young, they were syndicating crap from the 60s. And just playing it to us after school because it, cost nothing and it was a local TV network. And one of them was this like Marvel, and I loved Marvel when I was a kid, this Marvel thing where they would have like a Fantastic Four or like Spider-Man, and it was awful. It was barely cell animation. It was like a picture of Spider-Man, they would drag it. It was so bad. And I remember coming home from school and watching it going, why is this unfulfilling? This is Spider-Man. This should always be fulfilling. Why is this sucking? And I would just sit myself through these nightmares. Same with Fantastic Four. Just a hard thing. That's awful. So I have fond recollections of that only because it vexed me when I was a little kid. I love the Herculoids because it might have been the worst thing to ever be on TV. And there was a point where Jackson and I wanted to make Herculoids again. But first we were tinkering with, we'll just re-voice it and do like a What's Up Tiger Lily with Herculoids. and not even as like thoughtful and reworking it like say the C-Lab stuff where they redo stuff. Just take a full episode and just write new dialogue to it.